right, good morning, fourth graders. Welcome to Wednesday. Hopefully you did a good job on your test yesterday. And I'm just going to tell you, these next 6 lessons are pretty much going to be review of everything that we have done for the entire year, because your final test on lesson 170 is going to be a cumulative test over everything that we have covered this school year in math. So we're going to be doing a lot of reviewing over these next couple of weeks. So things that maybe you had struggled with or you didn't remember, hopefully we're going to get back to some of those things and you're going to be able to get better at them. At this time, Mrs. Osborne's going to do some concept cards review with you as well as do your speed drill. All right, let's see if we can try one of these together. Let's go ahead and start adding and see what happens. 3 plus 0 is 3. 3 plus 4 is 7. 7 plus 5 is 12. 12 plus 4 is 16. We're going to find out today how well I'd work at this. 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 8 is 16. 16 plus 16 is 22. And 22 plus 8 would give us 30. Let's take a second before we go on here. How many 4s are in this column? Or how many 8s are in this column? There are 4 8s in the column. What is 8 times 4? 32. 32 plus 3 would be 35. 35 plus 2 would be 37. So just a little bit of a different way. 3 plus 4 is 7. 7, 9, 12, 16. All right. Uh-oh, there went my, we're going to blow this up and let me see if I can figure out how to get it back. There we go. All right. Oh, but it took away the rest of our answers. All right. 7, 12, 16. Sorry about that, guys. 5, 8, 16, 22, 30. 32 and 5 is 37. So 7, 9, 12, 16, 9, 12, 15, 19, 8, 17, 24, 33, 40. And let's read that final sum. 4,096,706. So just our basic addition. Now, if you have your whiteboards, we're going to do these 2 problems together. And you'll notice that we have a rectangle that we're going to find the area of. We're going to find the area of this rectangle. But you'll notice that we have to set this up like our regular multiplication, but that we have a mixed number. So in order to multiply this, the area of this rectangle, we have to change this to what? 3/2 times 3/4. And we cannot cancel 3/2. We cannot cancel 3/4. So we're going to multiply across, and that's going to give us 3 times 3 is 9. 2 times 4 is 8. What kind of fraction is this? This is an improper fraction, so we're going to divide the denominator into the numerator. How many times does 8 go into 9? 1. 9 minus 8? 1. So we have a rectangular area of 1 1/8 squared, and it could be inches, feet, meters, yards. We'll just say meters. So 1 1/8 squared meters doing the area of a rectangle. Now we're going to have the area of a square. Class, what is the formula for the area of a square? Side times side. So we're going to take 43 times 43. So 3 times 3 is 9. 4 times 3 is 12. We're going to put in our 0 for our holding place. 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times 4 plus 1 is 17. 9 plus 0. 2 plus 2. 1 plus 7. 0 plus 1. And here we would have square inches. Okay, so again, just continuing to keep these in the front of your mind as to how to solve them and how to write them. Go to page 293. We're going to go to page 293. And we're going to answer these questions at the top. We're going to answer these questions. The blank of a rectangle is followed by multiplying the length and the width. Write in your answer. Matthias, give me your answer. And I'm hoping that your answer was area. All right, go ahead and do number 2. The blank of a rectangle is found by adding the sides together. And Peyton, can you give me that answer? The answer would be perimeter. And I'm not going to write the whole thing out, but perimeter, because that's the outside. And if you add all the sides together, you have the perimeter. The formula for the blank of a rectangle is 2 times length plus 2 times width. Vincent, what do you think? What formula is 2 times length plus 2 times width? And that again would be the word perimeter. Okay, going on. Anderson, the formula for the blank of a rectangle is length times width. And we are saying area. Very good. We are saying area. Now, to find out how much carpet to buy, you need to know the blank of the room. Can you give me that answer, Kyle? Yes, I need to know the area in order to do how much carpet. Now, to find out how much fencing I would need to buy. So this is going on the outside of the yard. Melvin, what would I need to know? I would need to know the perimeter. Okay, very nicely done. Take a moment and make sure you have all of those answers complete. We're going to go on to section 6. And what I'm going to have everyone do today is I'm going to have everyone do letters A, C, and E. And then for letter A, I would like for Allie and Sammy to come and work on this one together. Allie and Sammy. For letter C, I would like Wesley and Olivia to come and work on letter C on the board. So Wesley and Olivia. And I would like for Bella and Kyle to come and work on letter E on the board. And everyone at your seats do A, C, and E. All right, so let's check your answers. Let's remember that first of all, this should have been written out as 12 times 6. I'm sorry, it should have been written as 12 times 2 and 6 times 2. So we would have had 24 plus 12 for a total of 36 feet. For letter C, we would have done 2 times 9, 2 times 8, and we would have a total of 34 yards. And for letter E, we would have done 36 times 2 and then 31 times 2, and we would have had a sum of 134 yards. All right, so give yourselves a hand if you were able to figure those. All right, we're going to do all of section 3. This is the area. So we're doing length times width. Make sure you see the word by and do the correct digit first. But at the board for letter A, I would like, sorry, I was trying to get my pen to work. There we go. For letter A, let's have JL and Melvin come do letter A. Let's have Jenna and Jace come do letter B. And let's have Leilani and Mario come do letter C. Now make sure you're looking at the top. A and B, you're using the formula for rectangle. Letter C, you're going to use the formula for square. Everyone do those 3 problems. All right, for letter A, we should have had 9 times 8, which would give us 72 square feet. For letter B, 16 times 5, which would give us 80 square feet. For C, we would have done 3 halves times 3 halves, which would have equaled 9/4, which would have given us an improper fraction. So we would have had to divide, and we should have gotten 2 1/4 square feet. All right, so now let's go on to section 4, to the story problems. Reverend Whitley is planning to put a fence around the yard of the parsonage. The length of the yard is 95 feet, and the width is 87 feet. How many feet of fencing material does he need to buy? So we actually do have a clue word in this story problem. Our clue word says that it is going around. It's going around the yard. So are we going to be using the formula for perimeter or the formula for area? I'm hoping you're telling me we're going to use the formula for perimeter. So what is the formula for the perimeter of a rectangle. 2 times length plus 2 times width. Go ahead and do the work for that problem. So the answer to story problem A would be 364 feet. Now we're going to take that answer of 364 feet in order to be able to solve section B. Section B's question says, the fencing material costs $3.97 per foot. What will be the cost of Reverend Whitley's fence? So now we need to take our answer of 364 and multiply it times the cost. Go ahead and do that problem. All right, you should have come up with a final total of $1,445.08 as the cost for that fence. All right, so this is definitely a review section for us, and this is where you're going to write in the place values of the numbers in front of you that you see on those spaces. And so we would begin, let's look first of all at the fact that we have, all right, boys and girls, we're going to go to this section right here where we are going to work on the fact that this has a decimal point. So if that is a decimal point, what is our worth, a value of 4? 4 would be tenths, and 2 would be hundredths. 9 would be thousandths. So we should be right here at number 7 for ones, tens, hundreds. I'm sorry. Ones would be here, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, 1,000,000. Now, I'm going to have the gentleman do A, C, and E, and the ladies to do B, D, and E. So if you would go ahead and start those, and then we could have some people at the board working the problems as well. For letter A, our answer should have been 1/7. For B, 33/40. For C, 1/8. D, 12. And E, 6,102. All right, so let's take a moment now and have everyone do A, C, and number 8. All right, letter A should be 149, and letter C, 34 and 9/35. Now down here, if we did area, which is side by side, it would be 10 by 10 times 10, which would give us 100 square feet. And then 10 times 4 would give us 40 feet. So sorry that the 100 doesn't look like a 100. Let me make that better so that you can see 100 square feet and then 40 feet. Okay? The first one should have been quite easy. We should have known that 12 times 9 is 108. 90 times 9 actually shouldn't have been difficult either, because 0 times 9 is 0, and 9 times 9 is 81, giving us a product of 810. 113 times 9 is 1,017, And 678 times 9 is 6,102. That concludes the lesson for today. Go ahead and put your math work away and await instructions for the next thing you are to do. And this 7 would be 1. So continue all the way through to the end. So we should have had ones, tens, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, 1,000,000s, 10 millions. So down here at number 6, let's have the ladies do A and C. The gentlemen are going to do B and D. And everyone will do E. Okay, so E will be all, everyone. And we could call some people up to the board to solve those problems. A decimal. We have a decimal in this problem. Sorry, it's flipping forward on me and I don't want it to. All right, let me